How is this even possible?
It's always such an exciting Thursday whenever we're here on the table. You guys are watching Let's Talk right here on Ebru Television. And today's episode was brought to you by Imperial Leather. Right now we're going to be talking about their Jasmine Spa. All right, this is the product I have right here. And it's so amazing. And the thing I love about it is literally a pampering session for your skin. All right, it has green tea, it has jasmine, and it does have rice milk. And you all know all the beautiful properties for those products. I mean, for those ingredients, it really leaves your skin feeling nourished and soft and smooth. So when you're there with Bay, you're not there, you know, roughing up his skin and everything. You know, like at least you should be like, wow, she's a lady. Wow, she feels so good. She feels so amazing. You guys can go ahead and find their products at any one of your local stores. They're having so many amazing offers. Buy one, get one free, and so many different things going on. Make sure you go ahead and check them out. But welcome to the show. It's your girl, Ayuma Kaguli, simply Ayuma on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter.
Kathomi, the Energizer Bunny. I do not know why I decided that is going to be the name that I use today. But my name is Kathomi, and I'm so happy to be on the show yet again. Yay! It's always over something sad, but then I am still so happy. This is the first time I'm working with you. I'm so excited about that.
Yes.
And thank you again for having me. I hope you're tuned in and you're going to have such an amazing show. Trust me, you do not want to miss out. Kathomi again.
Guys, welcome to the show. It is Talk That Talk Thursday. As you know, it is Lydia's favorite time of the week, and the reason is we get to talk about something really important, something that affects all of us, and we get to share. So today, make sure you are talking to us like consistently. The hashtag is Ebru Let's Talk, and you can talk to us on our WhatsApp number. We have an amazing show, guys. The energy is good. We hope you had a fantastic day. My name is Lydia KM, and that's Lydia KM on all social media handles.
You guys, our poor Joanne right now is currently, she currently traveled to her shags because she has a funeral right now. So you guys go ahead and send her all the love and warm messages during this difficult time for her, because you know it must be a lot.
It actually is a lot, and as you said, like
It's always a sad circle. I feel like, but we do not. That is not the association we're gonna have.
Lydia refuses to enter her flight. Bush. I know.
Joanne, sadly, but like again, as she said, please make sure you send some love, some warmth, because loss is hard for everyone.
Exactly.
And it doesn't matter who it is, as long as you've lost someone, it's really tough. So make sure you guys send some love and light her way.
100%. You know, as I say, guys, you've got to keep yourself intentionally taking care of yourself. I feel like can I be the queen of self-love?
Yes.
I take the queen of self-love. So yesterday I tried the Jasmine Spa because, you know, I don't want to be telling you what, you know, advertising something that I'm not really sure of. So I tried it yesterday, and let me tell you.
Japanese.
Yes, the Japanese spa, and the smell, number one, is like thick. Number two, they keep their glycerin in their products, which means that moisture that you usually get in glycerin alone, you're gonna get in their products. So for me, I am saying take Imperial Leather. Escape the everyday ordinary. But right now, we've got hot talk, and the tea runneth over. First, we have Willis Raburu, who is, I don't understand why KOT are coming for him this one time, but you're going to see exactly why. Number two, we have Will Broder, who is opening up about a toxic marriage. I'm sure most of us can relate with a toxic situation from somehow. And Betty Bio is exposing a mom who's thirsting on her. What could she be talking about? And last but not least, we have Yvonne Nge'ndo, who's calling out a brand for plagiarism. We've heard that a few more times before, but let's see why she's doing it. It's time for Hot Talk.
Now, on Hot Talk, Willis Raburu has been on our social media. Like, the past 2 weeks, he's just been everywhere. But sadly, this time, it's not something so pleasing. I am actually very disappointed by Kenyans on Twitter, but some of them gave him love. So here's what happened. If you do not know, or if you're just getting to understand the story, Willis Raburu sadly lost his child to stillbirth. So they carried the baby to term, but then sadly the baby didn't actually survive the birth. So sadly, that was the story. Now, he was feeling a little bit in his feelings. You know, when you're in your feelings and sometimes you just decide social media is where I'm going to go. That is a mistake. If it's Twitter, stay out of it. So Willis Raburu decided to make a quick post talking about his daughter. So he said, "I miss my daughter, R.I.P.," which is something super sweet. Like, you would do that, you know? If it's around that time, you're feeling a little feelingy, and it's actually very midday. It's just a day, and you're just like, oh, dude, I wish she was here. It would have been amazing. So that's what he did. He decided to put it out on Twitter. But people decided that, no, sir, it is not masculine enough for you to come and say stuff like this on social media. So one person, some of these comments are making me just just cringe and feel so sad for him at the same time, because he looks like a strong man, but surely, I mean, he's mourning, just let him be. So someone was on social media, actually on Twitter, saying, I am sorry, but you denied and rebuked God that time instead of keeping your faith. So you abandoned the mother of that daughter of yours. Anyways, I feel for you, bro. Pole sana, God restore you. Like, surely that's when you decide to bring that up. Some people were super nice, talking about their exes, their children, people that have died in their lives, and they feel him. But the worst part was this one comment that I've read, and I'm just like, dude, what? This man actually says, other people are actually mourning their losses, so get over it. I'm just like, dude, why? Why is that something you feel the need to say, especially to someone who's clearly in a very sad state?
Yeah.
Honestly, Kenyans on Twitter, we need to somehow discipline ourselves, or at least if you have something so negative to say, I feel like just keep it to yourself, tell it to your friends or whoever, even talk to the wall for God's sake. Don't bring it on Twitter. Leave the man be, let him mourn.
You know, yeah, I feel like, you know, within the realm of even what I feel like is decent to diss people about, I feel like there's some things.
Yeah.
Like there's some things, like, you know, you can, like, you know, people get dissed by how they look, or maybe whether they have money or not and whatever. But I feel like health and people passing, I feel like let's leave that out.
And
like
children.
And children.
Yeah.
Like all this, like you can say so much about him, but this one thing I feel like I want to live in a world where we have some rules, even when we are attacking each other in the internet. No, anyone who's going through this, like I can imagine what that feels like.
Yeah.
Then to share, just because guess what? It's honest, because he's missing his daughter and he wants maybe to share it for other people who are going through it. And instead of comfort, he gets this like trash that we're giving him.
Yeah.
We can do better. We can do better for sure.
Yeah, I feel sorry for Willis Raburu because like he's a public personality, and unfortunately that comes with a lot of evils and everything. And here's the thing that we don't realize, all right? If you're an evil person, you're an evil person. If you would have said, wow, the sun is shining and everything is amazing, people would have still been like, why are you so happy? Like, if you are upset, you're going to be upset and find any reason to be upset. So maybe we need to also, as a society, realize social media is not the place to go and get comfort.
Right.
Social media is not the place to go and, you know, air out all these deep and sad things, things that really deeply affect you, because it's disgusting, because you will find out just how negative people can really be. Yeah. It's sad, but it's just a reality that we have to, it's just a reality.
To be honest, that like I feel like that's the easier thing. It's easier for you to change yourself than to try and say that we can change society.
Who are you going to change? Who?
It's impossible.
How?
In this day and age, especially, I mean, social media is just an unsafe place. Just do not be vulnerable on social media unless you're waiting for the worst. Brace yourself for the worst. There shall be some good. Some people will sympathize with you, but just brace yourself.
Yeah, I decided from a long time ago, I'm just gonna be like pop open, so I can get used to like people coming at me, you know. And if people are gonna come at me, they're gonna come at me. Anyway, what you guys think? The hashtag is Ebru. Let's talk, and the WhatsApp number is on your screen right now. Let us know what you think about the story. Are these people being a little bit extra, or do you believe that as Ayuma is saying, don't post the negative the things in your life that you do not want people to have their 2 cents about? Let us know. Now, somebody else who is sharing their private life, because I mean, sharing is caring, right? Will Broder, that is Jackie Nyaminde, who is an actress, a comedian. She recently sat down to talk about a marriage that she had. She had a very short-lived marriage, and she had a son from the marriage, and she was opening up about the condition of that marriage. She said, my former relationship was good, and we say marriage, like, you know, we don't know if it's like now you're living like, with me. Well, I think it was a hubby situation. Yeah. My former relationship was good, but there was ups and downs. But the reason I said I could not go on is that I had gotten to a place where I started feeling that my life would one day be in danger. There were red flags like siku moja nitafanya kitu kwa hii nyumba, which is ridiculous. Like, don't threaten people like that. Yeah. There was a lot of shouting. Some things we could sit and discuss, but ni kushout. But she later on, this is what I found interesting personally. She said, back then, what would attract me in a man is not what attracts me anymore. It's not money that I'm looking for, but I want someone who can have an intelligent conversation with, and somebody who will build me. And also, because I'm a mother, I want someone who will be a mentor to her son. I feel like the change of that. So guys, I feel like the women, the thing which we always push about is money. Money, 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 money. And we're so willing to work around so much other garbage because of money. So she is literally representing you. Like, oh, it's money that you want. You will get the money.
Yeah.
But the other things that you're going to take because of the money are actually not going to be worth it because, look, they separated.
Yeah.
You know? I found that really interesting.
I mean, honestly, in toxic marriages and toxic relationships, it feels like you need to blame someone. And honestly, sometimes you have someone to blame. Sometimes you have someone to blame.
Yeah.
And there's another whole story about how long you stay. And you could talk about the fact that maybe who left. That's question number one.
Yeah.
But it doesn't really matter which way it swings. Toxic is toxic. It will mess you up. It will completely make you a different person. So if you're feeling like this is becoming a problem, it doesn't matter how much money he earns. Oh my goodness, my sister, go try and make your 10 shillings. Sell salt. Sell something. Ata skuma. Those are people too. You don't know their stories. Just because they're doing something super easy, you don't know their story. So just, I don't know, just get out of it. Earlier, better.
I know.
Simple.
And I think she's the perfect representation of like when you have a false sense of like what's important in a relationship and what happens after that. And she is like a good like 80% of us women out there because you know us, we forgive a lot of things. You know, I say, how tall is he? But how tall is his bank account? You know, if his bank account is tall, then it doesn't even matter what is happening. And we forgive so many sins just because the man has some money. And then you quickly figure out that, you know what, money is not everything. I don't want to die. You know, I don't want him to try to kill me until you just wait one day, I'll do things in this house. What do you mean? What are you planning on doing in this house that is going to shock me? Well, how is that a threat? I don't understand how women go through relationships like this. By the way, you know, I was reading that, I was just like, what? And I'm sure this was not a tea. I think he just said today and then she left him tomorrow. It had to be a thing that's like been building up over time. And I also like the fact that like women are coming out and talking about leaving marriages because in the African context, once you're married and it's over. If he beats you, if he does whatever he wants to do to you, even if you're just not happy anymore, it doesn't even have to be abusive. You've fallen out of love, you're going to stay in that marriage. And I like the fact that now it's becoming more acceptable to talk about like not being in a relationship.
And there's something that you said, you're like, when you get out of a toxic relationship, it's easy to find someone to blame. I want to make a point, when you get out of a relationship, it doesn't matter who was shouting, it doesn't matter who was doing what. The question is, how did you get yourself there? What is it that you missed? What red flags did you ignore? What about you is attracting somebody who can treat you this way? And not to take responsibility of what they did, but so that you can take accountability of your actions. When you take accountability, you can bring change. Because if you keep saying it was him, you'll
bring those same patterns.
You will bring the same patterns. So the best thing is that, yes, fine, it's toxic and he was horrible, but the best place to move on from is he was dealing with his own stuff, I was dealing with mine, and how can I improve mine so I can attract a better, healthier relationship moving forward.
Yes, preach. You guys, if you've ever been in a toxic relationship, let us know. The WhatsApp number is available. We want to hear from you in your experiences over here. Now, someone else who was talking about people being toxic, and this is on social media, is Betty Bayo. She recently came out to expose a married man trying to, you know, slide into her DMs and trying to get with her. And it was really interesting when she like went ahead and posted the WhatsApp conversation, because basically the guy just started talking to her. He was just like, you know, hi dear, do what I told you, and she was just like, can you remind me who this is? And then he goes, Betty, I told you. I told you I want you, I mean it, I want to be committed. And she's just there with a shocked face. And then later on he was like, I want you to look for a house ranging from 150,000, wow, to 180,000. I want to furnish that house and to make you feel like a queen that you are. Bayo, you deserve me. Well, I gave you my idea. You get a young man, marry him for public image. I pay him 100K a month to act as your husband, but you should never ever touch this guy. Man, it was a lot, all right? When you read that whole entire message and the thread and everything, it was crazy. And I really think that, like, honestly, she hasn't said anything special. Raise your hand if you have gotten crazy DMs from men. Raise your hand if people just send you DMs and send you messages just to see your response. Hello, you are a public figure. I don't see why she's posting this and making us like we should be shocked or anything. I honestly think he was just doing this for clout. I don't really think this man was serious. Did you go and get a man to pose as your husband? Did you, I'll pay you, He got exactly what he wanted because she went and posted this conversation on social media. We're now talking about him on Let's Talk. I think people really do things. We are living in the age of clout, and people do things for clout. How many times guys slide in their DMs saying, you know, I'll pay you for a hookup and everything, and then you look at the page, 1 follower.
It's true. Like, honestly, it's like, it's 2020. Like, how many have we gotten today? Like, you know, it's like, it is what it is. Unfortunately, like, this is where we've come to, where people are just willing to do whatever it is that they want to do for clout, as opposed to just like, you know, having like authentic relationships on like Instagram or whatever. For me, this is why I don't date on Instagram, because I cannot verify if you are like insane. Like, I don't know what it is about especially Instagram.
Why Instagram?
I don't know. Instagram is like, first of all, anyone who's approaching me is approaching me from a place of Lydia KM, as opposed to Lydia. Yes, Mokami. Thank you. I want whoever I'm dating to come to me from a place of you who you are, not whatever it is you're seeing on social media, you know? But while you're in social media, anything you get from people from their DMs, or people are just, like, you know, right now, unemployment is high. So the people are just wasting their time on social media. Like, this is, you shouldn't give it any energy.
Yeah.
But I feel like it's also important for us to call out such people, because someone may feel embarrassed by it. So the few that will feel embarrassed by it
Will change.
Maybe will change. Maybe it will influence someone to think about, you know, how embarrassing that was on the internet, and just like stay away from it altogether. But men and women, because trust me, it's both sexes, men and women, if you're going to touch your keyboard and start typing, make sure that you're okay with it being screenshotted and sent around, period.
Yes.
That's all I'm saying.
100%.
That's all I'm saying. Speaking about things being screenshotted, stroke copied, we've got Savara, a Sauti Soul vocalist, girlfriend, whose name is Yvonne Nge'ndo, accusing an upcoming earrings company of plagiarizing her work. Plagiarism is the act of literally copying someone's work without giving them credit or even mentioning them in any way. So this beautiful young girl decided that, okay, no, it's okay for me to call you out. And she called out this company particularly, saying that they have taken her designs, and according to her, imitation is not the best form of flattery. So this particular company decided to go online and give their own 2 cents, of course, because they're not going to be called out and not react. They said, so Miss Nge'ndo, good afternoon, Miss Nge'ndo. This is following the conversation on Instagram. The design that you claim was plagiarized. Most of our designs are our own inspiration and body of work. This particular design was our own creativity and inspiration, and led from our lead designer. We are ready to defend our design 100% because we are sure that we did not plagiarize your design. And they go on and they go on and they go on explaining how this is their own body of work and how it's original and da-da-da. Okay, this is my honest opinion. I have seen this design everywhere. If you walked into a Maasai market today, you would see these particular earrings, the exact same piece. If you walked into any person who does jewelry, you will see the exact same piece. So another funny thing is people tend to have some similarities in how you express yourself. So I don't really particularly feel like it's something that needs to be given that much attention, honestly. Maybe it's horrible that they didn't give her credit, and horrible that they took her work without necessarily claiming that it was her work, or at least saying it was inspired by such and such or so and so. But ultimately, some of these things, like design and art, it's just hard to pinpoint who did what when. If there was a track record, like I feel like artists need to start writing up a book where this is what I put in, take a picture, and then we all just have a frame of reference. Because clearly, these earrings, surely you've seen that design. Everyone has, honestly, every influencer I know probably owns a pair of earrings like that. Where you bought them, probably some random street somewhere. They could have bought them for 100 shillings, you could have bought them for 10,000 shillings. When it comes to art, I don't know. It's just a tricky business, in my opinion.
Here's how you do it. It's called a patent.
No.
No, you can patent your things. Like you mean if you were to steal something from Givenchy or from Gucci or from whatever, you think you would really get away with it?
Yeah, true.
Not low end over here when you sell it at toy, fine. But if you go and try to like sell, even just make a business out of that thing, it will be stolen immediately. Here's the problem with us as Africans. We don't patent our things. Even the Kyondos and everything. You know they're busy being patented in China
and copywritten now.
And copywritten in China, and it's an African product. We just make beautiful things, we sell them, someone else sees, they check online, does it have a patent? No. Is it copywritten? No. Let me go ahead and do it. So it's our own fault, I feel. So we need to be more knowledgeable about the business if we're going to have a business.
Personally, for me, if I'm not going to do something about it, I just don't talk about it, right? So for example, here's the thing, Gary Vee says, once you put something out online, right, expect that people are going to imitate you, right? And even the biggest brands get people taking their designs and making money off them, right?
Yeah.
And unless we're gonna go this like back and forth of suing, I'm not willing, like even if let's say, even like, you know, maybe some of the videos I put out and somebody takes the exact same message with the exact same words and put it out there, I'm not having that conversation.
Yeah.
Like just do it. Just do it. Unless I'm willing to come to you and be like, my lawyers have unless that's where we're going, I'm not trying to have it because, as you said, I cannot confirm when you were inspired to have this design. I can't confirm any of that. And since I feel like maybe I'm still making money, it doesn't really matter. For me, I feel like let's be more factual about the things that we are kind of attacking each other about. Because this small brand, maybe genuinely they didn't take the design, right? And we have no way of confirming that. So until we know, let's just, you know, let's just give the internet a free space, right? Anyway, let us know what you think. Do you think this is plagiarism? We are not on the right side on this argument, or do you think this is just like a little bit too noisy? It's like we've seen these earrings everywhere. The hashtag is Ebru. Let's talk, and you can talk to us on our WhatsApp number. Now, we have a really special one today. It's time for Ask the Girls.
Ladies, we're on top. Hey, we're on top. Hey.
Thank you so much for always sharing your woes, anything that you have concern about, anything you want to hear 3 new extra voices on. You can always let us know about any of your issues. Let us know on the hashtag, on our DMs, which is Ebru Let's Talk _official. Or you can talk to us on WhatsApp and let us know. And we will do the very best to honestly advise you in the most loving, empathetic, and knowledgeable way as we can. So today's Ask the Girls is, I need some advice. Early this year, I tried dating this guy from my uni. We graduated and he moved back to Shags almost immediately, and the long-distance relationship was not working. He became distant with me, and after we had a fling, he became distant with me after we had a fling for like a month. I also decided to go quiet. I later realized I was pregnant. I'd always wanted to become a mom, so I don't mind raising a baby. However, I've never told him about the pregnancy because we haven't spoken for 5 months now. My question is, should I feel obligated to let him know, or should I just let this relationship die a natural death? I am hot. That's a question. I'm hot. The thing, the relationship you have with this man and the relationship he has as a father are 2 completely different things. You do not have to be in a relationship with this guy. You don't. But the father, he seared a child who deserves a father. That's why you tell him. And if you tell him and he doesn't want anything to do with it, you can go through the court system or whatever and decide that he's only going to take care of the kid financially. But you should 100% tell the father of the child that he has a child, not even because of him necessarily, because yes, I think that he deserves to know, but the child deserves a father. Where are we? Speak your truth.
I am going to be 100% honest because she was so mad at me for saying this. Look, sir, you disappeared. In fact, this child, I said I wanted to be the mother, right? It is my objective. It is my opinion. It is my personal decision to be a mother. So whether you want to be involved or not, that's your business. But in this particular case, honey child, you don't care. You make sure you do the best to make sure you raise your baby right. If at all, in the future, this child decides, oh my God, I want to get to know my daddy, blah, blah, blah. That's why we have Facebook. People, hold on. People have reconnected on Facebook. People have reconnected on Twitter. In fact, people have reconnected on dating sites because they found out that, hey, this your daddy. So, my story, and I am sticking to it, and you can tell me whatever you want to tell me.
That's the most toxic thing I've heard today.
I do not feel like there is a need to tell him. If at all he finds out in the grapevine, because y'all still talk, but he still sees your social media, it's okay. First of all, how many fathers? You can get a stepfather. You can have a foster father. In fact, you can have a mentor who is your father. It does not matter to me. You do what you feel is right. And clearly, you don't feel like that is right for you. So move on. That's all I'm saying.
Girl, I am looking at you so sideways right now. So sideways right now. So shocked about all the things that come out of your mouth right now. And here's the thing, okay? I think women get a little bit too emotionally attached on things that, and don't know how to separate issues. Clearly, she's still upset upset that he has ghosted her after their little fling and had their relationship. And that is fine, okay? Clearly, that's the reason why they're upset, because if she was the one who would have stepped back, I feel as if, and said, I don't want to be with you, then found out that she's pregnant after, I really think as if from the way the tone of this message is, she would have gone ahead and told him that I'm pregnant. But because he's the one who hasn't spoken to her, and she says, because he hasn't spoken to me in 5 months, then should I feel obliged to let him know that I'm pregnant? Yes, you do. And you know why? Just because there's random men that could come out and play the role of daddy, he has that right to play the role of dad, because that is his child. If he wants to, give him the chance to be able to say, I want to be in this child's life, or I don't want to be in this child's life. And I don't think it's fair for you to just make that decision on your own for yourself and for that child, and he doesn't have a say in it. It's really, really selfish, I feel like, and it's really, it's 100% selfish, because you're not thinking about you're not thinking about the child. You're thinking about yourself. You're thinking about how you don't want to deal with the man. You're thinking about how you're salty about the situation. You're thinking about how he doesn't want to be a part of your life. You're already making all these assumptions, and that child literally just wants a dad. Can you imagine?
How do you know that child wants a dad?
Because
is there a child that doesn't want a dad?
There are many children who have lived without
You guys,
fathers.
we have, so you know what? We can be fighting over
let me
here.
say
We're
one.
about to
I
fight
want to
over
say this
here.
one thing. We don't get to say that a man is replaceable as a dad, but when we want him to take responsibility, we are fighting him. We gotta choose.
Yeah.
We're
gonna go on a break. Girl. We gotta go cool down.
Anyway, that's our personal opinion. Let us know how would advise this lady. Is she obligated to tell the father of the child that he has seared a child, or do you believe, as Kathomi, fathers are replaceable? Why does he need to know? Let us know on the hashtag Ebru. Let's talk, and talk to us on our WhatsApp number, and make sure, guys, that you are keeping yourself feeling fresh, feeling moisturized with all the imperial, I always say leather, imperial leather products. We're going to take a short break, and when we come back, we have got Talk That Talk.
Sink into the magical fragrances and rich, creamy lather of Imperial Leather to experience your world of wonder as you take on life's challenges. Imperial Leather. Stay positive and escape the everyday ordinary.
Welcome back to the show. You're still watching Let's Talk right here on Ebru Television. If you have missed the first half of this show, let me tell you right now, you want to make sure you tune in on our YouTube channel, Ebru TV Kenya, because we're still fighting behind the scenes. I'm still about to slit Kathomi's throat right now, but we're trying to escape the everyday ordinary, all right, and get back into like a smooth transition in the smoothness of life, because today's episode was brought to you guys by none other than Imperial Leather. We're talking about Japanese spa today. They have their body lotion, they have the soap, and they have the shower gel. I really love the floral fragrance of this thing, and it really has like, it just makes you feel luxurious, you know. Like it's like a a nice pamper session. But if you're also another guy out there watching, if you have children, if you have family, don't worry, they have a wide range of products that is suitable for the whole entire family. So make sure you guys go ahead and check them out. But we're seeing the messages that we have from you guys on our social media. Continue sending in those messages, especially about Ask the Girls. We have somebody over here who says, hi girls, I'm Tracy. On the question of Let's Talk today, Kathomi, there is positivity and there's toxic positivity. The lady should think about the child. It's okay if she doesn't want to go get back together, but there is co-parenting and they can work around that.
100%. Like there's no question about it. We see so many of you guys sending your love. So we see someone's greeting you. This was before they heard what you said. Fiona from Ruaka, we see you. We have Belinda from Riverside. I always see you, Belinda. We always see you on the. We appreciate you so much. And they're welcoming you back. This is Ari from Kasarani. You guys got me hooked so bad. I literally switched on my telly 10 minutes before the show. The moment the intro comes on, I quickly opened my yogurt and deepened my leftover cake with a huge smile on my face. Oh, do you know what? That is the reason why we come to work, and we show up 110% for you guys. We have Nandi listening from Del Monte. I love your show. May I ask, how is a toxic relationship defined? We did a show on this. We did a show. There is a show on our YouTube channel, Ebru TV Kenya. You can go check it out. We went in depth about toxic relationship, the definition, what it feels like, how to prevent them, etc., etc., etc.
Yeah, we have like one last person says, hey guys, I can relate to today's toxicity relationship topic. I left 2 months pregnant and I never looked back. Hey, amen. It changed my priorities of my man. The process of healing takes time, but every woman out there who loves their children and life should be down for. I don't know exactly what you mean. Maybe you can explain to us further on. But right now, it's time for Talk That Talk.
Ladies, we're on top. Hey, we're on top. Hey.
So today we're going to be focusing on men for Talk That Talk. You know, so many times we focus on the issues that are surrounding women. We can be a little bit selfish sometimes. We have a long list of things that we require from you. And we understand that the pressure can get too much, you know? And sometimes we can be a little bit crazy. So we're trying to ease up on you guys, create awareness about all the pressures that men face and upon themselves and all the social expectations that are brought upon men. And basically just try to help you guys be the kings that you are, you know? And uplifting you guys so you can be able to serve us better.
Yep.
So
Serve us better is
no,
where
but
she
seriously
went.
though, your mental health is really, really important. So the number one thing that is really a big expectation of men in the society is to be the provider. And from provider, we're talking about financially providing, all right? I think it's something that's drilled into our heads from the time we are born. As a man, you take care of your family. As a man, you provide. As a man, you're supposed to just financially provide for your family. And I think that makes a lot of men feel a little bit, it brings things murky when it comes to a time when they're not able to financially provide for their families, and they feel a little bit emasculated when the woman has to take up that role.
100%. And I feel like there is some way that us women for sure look at men who can't provide. And this could be like, it could be on any level, right? There's a way when I go out, let's say somewhere expensive, dinner, drinks, and the man is picking up the check. There is 100% a feeling that I feel like, you know, you got this, you know? And then when maybe the situation is the other way around, you do feel like it's more like I'm taking care of you as opposed to you're taking care of me. And what do we take care of? Children. And who takes care of us? Men. So I feel like there's toxic ideologies are going on there. I try so hard. Even now, sometimes I'll just be like, depending on the person's financial situation or how they handle themselves, I don't ever want somebody to feel like for them to be around me, they always have to have money. I don't want that kind of idea. I do want you to take care of me, but I try to not make it like you know, I try my best not to, because you never know. Tomorrow you're here, next week you're Chris Kirubi. You never know, you know, but yeah, it's there.
I mean, men are a very tricky subject when it comes to provision, especially because not only do we expect for them to take care of us or provide for us financially, there's also that aspect that we're forgetting, where every time you have drama with your girls, every time you have whatever going on, you're still asking for him to provide a listening ear. So he's consistently supposed to be giving you a chance to talk and vent and lament and everything. But are you taking a chance to actually give him a chance to also do the same? So a lot of provision when it comes to men particularly, and when it comes to finances, it is very true. Sadly, it's become so instilled in us that even when a man is not providing for you, they're doing something wrong. If a man isn't moneyed, if a man isn't making sure that you're fed, you're clothed, whatever, there's just something about him that feels less manly. And I don't know why it is so drilled in us as African women especially. It's like, dude, if you can do it, just buy. Because why do you expect for him to be, suddenly all the jobs have been given to men and all of them are earning millions and three figures. I mean, and 6 figures and stuff like that. No, that's not the case for all men. So in a situation where your man cannot provide for you fully, I feel like it needs to be like a responsibility for both of you to take care of each other. Or at least split costs.
Yeah, you know what's really funny? We have that expectation. It's from the brokest women who have the highest
Expectations.
Child. You know yourself when you look into your bank account, it's zero.
But
there's
he better
nothing.
buy.
But he better take care of me. He has a lot to manage when you know you can't manage yourself. You know, like we have a really big problem. I feel like this thing that we have to instill into ourselves. I want to be able to take care of myself. If I can't maintain any part of my life and like it's a necessity and it's a need and I have to look at somebody else to do it for me, then that's a problem.
I get
that's
your
already
point.
a problem.
Yeah, and for sure,
yeah.
I always put it out like I want somebody who's got money because we're gonna have a family. It's not necessarily that I need you to break me where you found me surviving, right?
You shouldn't be starving if you're not there.
Without that feeling of like, you know, like dependency. Dependency is not what we're seeking. I feel like I seek a partner who is like maybe more advanced than me because I'm always attracted to men who I can learn from. It doesn't even have to be from a financial standpoint. Any man who can teach me something to me is hell of attractive. So even on the financial aspect, you can teach me how to make more money. That's where I'm attracted to, and not like, you know, beggar, help me, I can't do anything for myself.
Yeah, I think that's where the problem really comes in.
And the worst part is the fact that we're comfortable begging. As in, if it's so easy. It's so easy to just like, okay, so I want this. Can you please like do it for me?
Yeah.
I mean,
The baby voice.
It's so cringy. And then you do like the puppy dog guys. So like I saw this really cute dress and like I really want it. So can I have it? You're like, yeah, you can have it. But like, can you give me the money to buy it? Of course not. It's not supposed to be responsible. When did you write down in your relationship that I shall become your personal shopper?
Right.
Nowhere. So take upon yourself to make money.
Oh my gosh, you guys, yeah, that's definitely number one, the provider aspect. The second thing is the protector. In general, you are, this is a thing that I'm gonna have to, it's gonna take me a minute to wrap my head around. I don't mind you not being like the provider. To an extent. To an extent.
A lie. You're lying on national TV.
No, listen. If he was the provider and then something has happened and then he can no longer provide, but he's going to work
We said that, but he signed up as a provider, didn't he? Thank you.
That's why I said to an extent. But protector is really something that I can't see myself just being okay with being a man who I don't feel safe with.
Okay.
I feel like I agree with you 100%.
Yeah.
And here's the thing, if we go into a situation and I feel for whatever reason I feel unsafe and I don't see you quick on your feet to make sure that things are handled, that is 100% a problem. Because guess what? This is something which I literally can't do for myself. This is a physical protection. You are physically stronger. For the most part, majority of men are stronger than with the women who they're with. So for me, it's like, okay, we're in a situation, it looks a bit hectic, and you are behind me. You are behind me, like, guy, actually, are you serious?
You're good.
Like for me, that I draw that line.
Yeah. Here is the worst part. Think about it now. I want you to take a moment and think about the statement that I'm about to tell you. What side of the bed do you sleep in? Is it closer to the door or further away from the door?
I like sleeping closer to the door.
Why?
Yeah, I don't know why.
What about you?
Yeah,
I'm forced to sleep on the side of the wall.
Exactly. Like he will force you. It's not even like a situation where you want to do it sometimes.
Yeah.
I can't just sleep properly when like the I'm backed
so
up
when
on
the
the
murderer
wall.
comes in,
So
you die.
I know, I get it. I so get the concept. But for me, I like when I sleep. Sometimes I even put my feet out of the bed.
bed.
So I need that space. It's not like I get it. The protector, I so get it, but I don't feel as comfortable there.
So here is my bigger problem. Like I have so many problems when it comes to like protection. For me, it's just a situation. Because first of all, so I was raised a tomboy. You know, like you're just always taking care of yourself. I have so many burns and like scars and stuff from like all my tomboy expeditions and adventures. So it becomes such an issue because naturally you're okay with like doing stuff for yourself and like protecting yourself. So you're falling over and then the person is trying to like catch you before you fall. You're like, dude, I'm fine. Like, dude, just stop. I got this. I got this. You know, you're about to like, and they're just like, no, just I got this. It's fine. I've got this. You hear a scream. I'm the one going, wait, did you hear
but
something?
that's good. Then that means that's for you. It's not like a major thing.
It's not really
I'll
a major
tell a story. I won't say who it was. So we're just in bed. This was like way back. Let's say it was way back.
Okay,
let's go with way back.
Other lives.
And yeah, we're just in bed, and then we just hear like in the living room, right? And it's just like it just sounds really scary. Like I didn't know what it was. It didn't sound like a human. You know, human would be like a thud. This was like it sounded like an animal, right? So like now I'm on the side of the wall, like because sometimes I'll compromise. I'm on the side of the wall, so I get up and I'm just like. Like,
are you gonna do something bad?
Oh my God!
Oh my God.
Who's that? I'm like, I don't know. Like, let's Let's find out. We go. We're creepy.
Why is it a weird
Dates, because let me tell you, if I did not start that journey, we wouldn't have gone.
Oh God.
So we go there, and then we find out it's like some kind of like cat or whatever, and it's like it got in accidentally, and it's trying to scratch itself out to get out, right? So then I'm just like, oh, turn on the lights. Like, okay, well, it's a cat. If I tell you I was the one who a whole went to open that door for that cat, guys. Like, see, let me tell you, that to me is unacceptable. And when I tell you this person is not a small-sized human being, they are massive.
And that's how quickly they left your life. They ended and left your life after that night.
I think like now that's actually toxic. It's toxic for us to expect. No, listen, it is. It's toxic for us to expect him to be the provider if he doesn't instinctually be the protector. If his instinct isn't to be like that, just like how you said, naturally you're a tomboy.
Exactly.
Naturally, maybe I might be a little bit more skittish and everything, and like more. Oh my God, damsel in distress and everything. I think there's just some men who it comes naturally to, like, because like mine, like there's a bat underneath the bed, just ready. There's a pipe sitting over there next to the door. Like in case of any situation, I'm gonna grab something to chop at somebody. That just comes in them naturally. But I think if you know you're with somebody who naturally that doesn't come to them, maybe you need to make a few compromises, because that's not really a deal breaker.
It's not a deal breaker.
It's not a deal breaker.
It's really just nauseating.
It's nauseating, and you have to accept him for who he is. Don't be toxic.
That's fine. That's fine. Like,
why are you trying to impose?
I'm not there anymore, so we thank God.
Oh God.
But I honestly do prefer that, like, running to figure out the situation, because I'm not about to run in my heels, so who's gonna do it? So now this wild animal is about to attack the cat.
The cat is about to attack her. Now I think that brings us into the third point, which is like the man is expected to be emotionally strong. There's this whole thing of like suck it up. Whether you're having tears, like for the whole story for Willis Raburu, and how he's literally mourning the death of his child, and people they're upset that he's even having to talk about it, as if you're just supposed to, all emotions that you have are supposed to be just buried underneath, and you're supposed to just be there and be emotionally strong 24/7. This is something that builds like sociopaths, I feel. When you're there being forced to bring down all your emotions and everything, and you can never show you anything other than happiness, and anger.
Even happiness, we are like, what's going on?
Even anger, he can't be so angry. He can't be too angry.
You wait, he chapas you, it's fine, unfortunately. But let him shed one tear, and you're there looking at him like, what's the problem?
It's true.
Why, we have to change that narrative.
And guess what? They have the same emotions as us. Let me tell you, this is one which I do not subscribe to. I am the person who I am like the holder, what is going on, tell me about your problems, like cry if you need to. It does not faze me that a man is in touch with his emotions. In fact, for me, it's one of the things that's a sign of emotional intelligence, that you're able to tap into your emotions, express them comfortably, and so that we can move on from the situation. What I find unattractive though, and I find that unattractive from anyone, is dwellers. Problem is being discussed today, tomorrow, next week. We're still crying and sitting on the same thing. No, I am the kind of person who I am very action oriented when it comes to doing better about whatever problems which I have. I'm not about to cry about something over and over again, and I'm not doing anything to deal with it. But men who cry and men who are like willing to be open about their emotions, I'm here for it. I'm so here for it.
Look, for me, I feel like because they've already covered most ground, I need to address men specifically. If you're a man and you're with someone and they constantly are asking you what's going on, please explain to me what's going on. Let's talk about this. Stuff like that. You shouldn't feel like it's something that makes you less masculine. Just talking about it, venting about whatever it is, even if it's something super silly, because sometimes it's something so silly that has affected your day and you're just like, oh my goodness. So please be the man who is okay with talking about it. And women, try. I know it's weird for you to, some of us are trying to still figure it out, like wrap your head around the whole thing, like her and her fear thing. So I know it's difficult to, it's difficult for you to have these conversations because it makes you look at your man differently, but you're supposed to be able to understand him as a person wholly, not just the strong, the unbeatable version of him. Because this is what happens when then you get into a relationship, you get married, and then later on in life you find out, oh my goodness, what is this about you that I do not like suddenly? And it is that one conversation he had 2 weeks ago and he was crying. I mean, and it now builds up and becomes an issue. So please let your guards down, and women, let's let our men let their guards down.
Let him cry, man. Let him cry. The next one that we have is the man is expected to be the fixer, all right? And this is in terms of like, you know, fixing things around the house. It may be fixing your car, it may be fixing the light fixtures, furniture, just anything that means me trying to break these nails is a no, you know?
Yeah.
And like, I think this is something that I can kind of, you know what, it's not that big of a deal for me because I can always just hire the person to do it.
Me, I cannot be pandering tables
Okay,
and you're
yeah.
sat there. Like, no. But here's the thing, yeah. Like, there are men who are like, I am not about to be doing here the handiwork because that's not my job,
Yeah.
but I'm providing for that to be
Yes,
sorted out.
yes.
No problem, but it's
Get
just
the
that that
fully-
becomes
yeah.
your responsibility. I also think that men are expected to be fixers in general.
Yeah.
I personally have seen that I do expect the person who I'm with, even when I'm just seeing you, I expect you to be a fixer of things. Can you help me with this? And when I say, oh my God, look at this problem, I
You
literally, I
expect
can
a
feel,
solution.
I can feel like I need to hear something. You know, I feel like there's an expectation for me for sure for the man
have that
to be
too,
a
yeah.
fixer about things. However, if you are coming about something that's maybe female oriented or something to do with emotions or like something that from a female perspective and you bring a problem, then I feel that I'm going to rise to the occasion to fix that one. But yeah, I feel like I expect my men to be fixers.
Child, I have a problem with this one. This one I can't let go of because I have a brother who it's like I'm so mad every time we have these discussions. I see something that it's a bulb. Can you just like fix it? What is wrong? Can you just like go up there and fix it? I don't understand how I'm the first one seeing this problem. Like, how did you not see this a week ago? This has been out for a week. Can you just fix it?
Because he knows
That
you're
is-
gonna do it.
Yeah.
That's the problem.
Yeah.
So I hate.
So are you an enabler
Oh,
though?
Yes.
no.
Are you not enabling the situation because you're going to fix it yourself?
Technically, I will be angry, and that counts for something. So I will be
No,
angry.
now you're just known as a nagger.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now that's the problem. Like, look, men, I know, and I'm trying so hard not to come off as like super catty about this one, but damn, fix it. Just fix it. It's
Yeah.
just do it. Like
Yeah.
that one, me, I can't. I'm unable to compromise on that one.
Yeah.
No.
The only I was told that for it to be a healthy situation, when you ask someone to do something, you give them the room to do it on their own. And if they don't do it on their own, you do it yourself. It's bugging you that much.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But now that's the problem, though. If you can see, if I have to bring it to light to you, like Lydia, look.
That's not fair.
Okay.
He's supposed to see it as well.
exactly. You're supposed to see it and fix it. Ugh. Well, Kazami, it's a dream to be with you, honey. It's a dream.
Anyway, I mean, we are getting a bit heated here, but let us know about some of the expectations. If you are a man that you feel society has bestowed upon you, and if you are a woman, what are some of the expectations that you have for the men around you? Let us know. Please talk to us on the hashtag Ebru Let's Talk and on the WhatsApp number. But right now, it's time for game. So today we're going to be playing a game that's pretty annoying. It's called the
Terrible Tumbler.
The Terrible Tumbler. So this is your task. God. So what you're supposed to do, I'll use the keyword supposed to. So you see, you do it like this. I'm going to redo it. I just need to demonstrate. You put them like this, and then now another tower, all of them, right?
No,
Just four of them, and then you need to pick them up and take them over there, and I have 30
Yeah,
seconds.
but with one hand, you only pick it up with one hand.
And I have 30 seconds to get there.
Yeah.
Okay,
And
yeah?
you're supposed to be holding it, by the way. You don't put it on the table.
You don't put it on the
Oh
table.
my goodness, why
Like
can I
from
It
the
just
not?
very
gets even more and
beginning.
more difficult. I think you can put all your 4 cups on the
Yeah.
separate.
You're helping her cheat. No.
No.
That's not cheating. See, they're just sitting there.
Okay, so
Okay.
let's start. 30 seconds?
Yes.
Okay.
Ready? 3, 2, 1, go. Din, din,
What?
Ooh, wee.
din, din.
Hashtag ballads.
You can do
Ho,
it.
ho,
You
ho,
can do it. You can do it.
Oh, she got it. And now the task is to move it from point A to point B.
Girl, you're already shaking so hard. But I have faith in you.
Oh, you have faith in me?
9, 8, 7, 6, 5.
Oh,
three,
so close.
2, 1.
She was so close.
You almost got there, man.
Oh,
You
man.
almost got there.
It could be the heels. Can I do mine barefoot?
It's because of trying to go faster.
Ah, yeah.
I don't know if I trust your cups. I don't want to.
Mine are rigged.
Those are loser cups. All right.
You look so pretty.
Oh, thank you, honey.
All right, ready?
Yes.
Oh, you've got this. Have you,
You
though?
do.
Have you, though? Have you, though? Have you, though? Oof. God. It looks so easy, but it looks so tough at the same time. Like,
I
how
think
is that
it's
even
my
possible?
heels, like the walk. Oh, you got
Okay.
time. You got time.
Oh, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Oh, she runs! She scores!
Love it. See, you kept your cool at the countdown.
That was the
Me,
problem.
I started
I was
running.
starting to feel scared. you
Yeah,
know?
yeah.
I'm not even gonna lie. I've already butchered every single game that we've done on this show. Like
Really?
I've
You've
never
never
had.
won
You
one?
look
Never.
fabulous.
I look fabulous.
You look
okay,
fabulous.
that helps.
Yes.
That helps somehow. I mean, am I ready?
Ready? 3, 2, 1, go.
Oh, I'm already shaking. Uh-oh.
You can do it. You can do it.
If this one game I win, I will be so proud of myself because it will be the one.
You have plenty of time now, so
Breathe.
just walk slowly.
And
Okay, not that slow, babe.
Can I?
Not that slow. Go.
9, 8, 7,
Breathe.
6,
Breathe.
5, 4.
So close! It was the bend!
I think it's a human's loud noise. 5, 4, 3.
You know what though? It's all right. I'm the winner, but it was expected.
Well done, Han.
Thank you.
Yay.
Actually, like you know, when Joanne isn't here, then I can win games. But it seems that she's the one who became the new winner.
Yeah, she is.
But we're loving the feedback that we're getting from you guys on our WhatsApp number on the topic that we've been talking about for society's expectations towards men. We have somebody over here who says, "Hi, this is Kefa the model from Kisumu. Hello, Kefa the model. I'm loving your discussion. The issue with most ladies currently is the social media lifestyle."
Yeah.
All right. We have someone else saying, yeah, that's true. 100% for a man, I have to provide. But when I'm down financially, my wife should try to help since we should share responsibilities and life is all about ups and downs. In Kiswahili, amesema, sikia, maisha ni panda shuka, as Jua Kali said. That wasn't so bad. You know, I was scared about that.
I know, me too. I was about to say, butcher it, girl. Come on. Hey, ladies, for me, protection means everything. When it comes to money, I'm used to making my own little. I just can't ask my man for money. Even when he pays for meals, I feel ashamed of myself. Oh, honey, you ain't gonna be ashamed of nothing, honey. You ain't gonna be ashamed of nothing.
But here's the funny question though.
Yeah.
I know we feel like vocally we can say it and theoretically we say it like, oh my God, I can take care of my man. But do you know the fact that women sometimes have this tendency of like going, when you start now taking care of the man, it becomes a whole other thing. Like, I did this for him. Like, I do this for him. Like, I do this for him. Like, you're consistently trying to show them what you've done for them, which is also very emasculating.
It's unkind. Listen to this one. So, hey, girls, you look lovely. About the lady who's pregnant, she should let the relationship die. I did the same thing, and that's how problems started. Let sleeping dogs die. You can let the relationships die, but the relationship between him and his child is not on you to decide.
Let me tell you guys, we can continue this conversation, but unfortunately, time has run out. Make sure you guys continue to escape the everyday ordinary with Imperial Leather. They have an amazing range of products, and I'm really, really loving their Japanese spa. If you guys are into floral scents, if you're into feeling good and feeling luxurious, make sure you go ahead and check them out in stores. But for now, it's your girl, Ayuma Kagui. Simply Ayuma on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter.
Katomi, the Energizer Bunny. I do not know why. Okay, anyway. So it's been an amazing show, and I know a lot of you are still hating on me because of what I said. But look, I said what I said. You do what you have to do, my friend, to survive. And that is still my standpoint. Katomi on all my social media.
Thank you so much for watching, guys. We will see you tomorrow for the weekend starter. My name is Lydia KM, and that's Lydia KM on all social media handles. Mwah.
Bye.
I don't know why I keep forgetting.
To the Talent Search Show.
Sink into the magical fragrances and rich, creamy lather of Imperial Leather to experience your world of wonder as you take on life's challenges. Imperial Leather. Stay positive and escape the everyday ordinary.